Hello. Oh my goodness, would you look at this? What a mess. Well, not a mess, but what a pile. Okay, so I did say that I probably couldn't hold back from doing stuff without you, didn't I? Because I'm a bit naughty like that. So let's just have a little sort out, because I have been playing with this while you've been gone. Right, where are we? First things first, we put the signatures together, and I was blabbing on to you about how we'd have 3 signatures and the middle one would all be lined paper for journaling, and I just carried on and made 3 signatures, which was stupid. So I've divvied the third one up between these two, and I've now got 1, 2, 3 signatures, which is pretty, lined pretty. So that's that part of it. And that's all coffee dye papers, that's all papers. Right, then what I did was I got out all of my Tim Holtz paints and ink pads, splodged them onto my mat, sprayed them with water. You've seen a million people do it, and just splodged around. I did that on 3 A4 sheets of card to give me all of these tags. Okay, so I've got 3 the same size, 1 smaller one, a bookmark, and then I couldn't help myself, I carried on, so I've got 1 giant one finished. I'm going to tuck that in the signature. Another giant one finished. It's just book page, cheesecloth, some of the pattern paper, and one of those photographs I showed you. And then a third one. And this is just seam binding on the same principle as the other 2. Then in the square one, I just did a fabric bookmark. So I did that. Okay, and we got these papers to work with. I then found this purple London thing, so I made 2 little like candy bags, you know, that you get from the sweet shop, out of this. And I did that very, very simply by, where's my ruler? There's my ruler. I literally tore it in half like that, and then I just went over and over like that, and that was it. Obviously trimmed off the rough bit, and I cut a low front, and I turned up the bottom like that, and that was it. That's all I did to make those. So if you wanted to make something like that, that's how I did that. Okay, then what I did was I remembered that I had from the lovely Lorna over at Tailor-Made Journals, that's the spine, invoices. So what I did was, I'm just trying to sort all this out, it looks crazy, isn't it? I went over and I printed them out, and then I screwed them up, opened them out, and rubbed ink over it to pick up all the screw marks. And then the backs are plain. I just folded it over, and folded the tip over, and I folded them all slightly differently. So there's 3, yeah, for each signature, and they're all different. So that's the Henry one. This is just obviously almost like a non-invoice, just notes. And then here's another one. They're all French. And this one, look, I've even ripped a hole and ripped a bit out there. So that's those. Just built some ephemera really. So there's 3 for each signature. This one looks like that, and it's got this, and again I've ripped that one there, and a little hole at the top there. This one, stamps and signature. And then the last one is this one. And I don't speak French, so I don't know what they are for. But there you go. We're pretending, for the purposes of this journal, that they're all for fabric and associated items. Okay, that's the envelope. The cover. It dried nicely. Can you see? Oh, there's a bit of glitter on it there. I've not got in with a second coat because I thought that added good wear implications. You can still read it, which is awesome. So that's the cover. Now, we did have a paper to do on the inside. Oh, and I just went round. But then I found this lovely silk. This is like raw silk. It's absolutely awesome. And I thought maybe that would give us a really nice spine. So, I haven't fully decided yet whether I'm going to use this or the original fabric, or maybe even do we do both? So do we bring this down, straighten it up obviously, but bring this down inside our purple paint, and then do we put our paper on the inside to give us 3 layers? Don't know yet. I'm still thinking on that one, but that will come together at some point. But then, because I was in the mood for slow stitching, I just stitched this piece with some gingham and some buttons and some beautiful fabric flower there and a button, and I thought this will sit just there. So it will go below that writing, it will go next to that writing, it will wrap round our spine like that. So we'll have a little bit of slow stitch needlecraft round spine, and that means obviously we're not decorating the back and we're not decorating the front any more than that. So that's that. So that's what I've been doing while you've been gone. And this is all the bits of fabric and sari silk that I was using. These are all the photographs and words that you saw last time, and these are the 2 little pockets that we made last time. Okay, so as you can see, I've done a little bit while you've not been here, and it has grown a bit, which is, you know, the idea. Managed to find a bunch of little tiny white buttons and a couple of purple and pinky ones, so they're on the corner of my desk ready to use. I have also, I can't quite reach it, there you go, found this lovely almost printed netting from my granddaughter's dress, so that's been added to the fabric pile. Can't all be purple, can it? But today, what I thought we'd do is we would do some, well, I don't know what you want to call them, dividers, edges, whatever. I first saw, who did I see doing these? Oh, the lovely Melanie over at Treasure Page. It was part of their swap. Now, she did hers, or she had the girls make for the swap stay, a dead straight line that was all decorated, but it was able to either wrap around the page, so it was, I haven't got anything here, have I? It was, I believe, 1.5 inches on each side, so it's about 3 inches wide, and you had a bit here and then it wrapped over and you had a bit here, or you could obviously open it out and use it as a tuck spot. Well, I thought, what if we attacked an envelope, and then we've got a closed bottom, and it's just going to very easily slot over there like that. We've got tuck spot, we've got interest, it's on the other side as well. So that's what I'm going to do today. So all I did, now admittedly these are new envelopes, they're not recycled, but I consider them junk because they are donkey's years old. They were bought as part of my day job and they're so old that they don't really stick anymore, so they are, you know, recycled. And all I did excuse me, you can see, look, it sits, in fact if it goes that way, but it sits on there like that. So I started at the bottom, roughly in the middle, and I just started tearing semi-diagonally till we got to the top, and then I just went sort of round, just like that. That's all I did to get these. Okay, now I'm only going to do 2, I think, because I only want 1 in each signature. So the first thing I'm going to do is find my dirty mat, like so, and get some inking done so that we can age it up a little bit. That's blue, that's brown, there we go. So, how are you? Hope you're safe and well, I trust. So we're just gonna, I'm sorry if I'm jogging the camera doing this, just gonna ink up all the way round like that, and then on the other side as well. Shouldn't be jogging the camera because the camera's attached to my cabinet, although the cabinet is standing on my desk, so maybe. Right, rather than keep you forever, I'll just do 1. I mean, once you've seen it, haven't you? Right, so interesting bits of stuff to go on there. You want probably quite small stuff. Sewing machine, bobbin maybe, because we're using a sewing machine. And in the post the other day, I did conveniently have, oh, I used it. Did conveniently have, no, a purple first class stamp, and it's a Shabby Dabby Doodah bow, so we could use that. Excuse me. So we want a bit of some kind of lacy type stuff. What have we got in this fabric? So, oh, we got little love hearts on this one. This is quite cute, isn't it? Doesn't hand down very low though, does it? What about this one? That looks like old neck curtain, doesn't it? But that might work actually. So, oh, excuse me. I really need to get a drink. But anyway, so we're going to start there like that. And then we're basically just going to build it up so it's interesting. So cover up that seam and we'll pop our lace over the seam, okay? And then I'm just going to tear randomly at bits just to make it interesting. So I have a bit of newspaper there. Actually, it's not newspaper, it's vintage book page, but anyway. So get that on there like that. I do apologise. And then we've got a bit of this patterned paper, so that can come sort of there. Okay, and then I'm going for music paper. Now this is all just to build a background, because I'm then going to be, I need glue, desperately need glue. I need to go shopping. I've been out all day as well. Anyway, this is just to build up a background, yeah, because I am going to be laying stuff over the top. Okay, got to get this one. Okay, so it's all higgledy-piggledy at the moment. I might even stash a bit of fabric in there as well. We'll see how we go. Right, so then we need to build it up. So, sorry, I've just got stuff everywhere and it's getting a little bit on my nerves. So, photograph down there maybe on the angle, stamp maybe there like that. We could have, do we have the, there you go, photograph, stamp. Still got the Queen's head on, it's not for much longer. We can stick bobbin under there, like that. Yeah, you getting the idea? So, first things first, I'm going to do the photo. So I'm going to put that across there, like so. Yep. So I'm just gonna tear a bit of this off. I'm gonna put this just under that corner. Like so. This one I'm going to put here. Should actually have put that a bit higher, shouldn't I? Can I move it? Yeah. Oh, it was nearly too late. Bobbin's not coming off. Bobbin's stuck better. And then we're going to put our bow. There's a lesson for you. Make sure it's where you want it before you press it down. There we go. So we've got a nice bow. And then we've got our first class stamp that can tuck in under the bobbin there. Okay, and I'm just building it up here and just keep going until you're completely happy with the way it looks. Excuse me. Right, so here we've got Willow-matic. It's like a receipt, so I'm just going to pull that as part of this photo kit and pull that, and then maybe this will fit under there. So again, maybe make sure everything's where you want it before you stick it down. Don't care that it's overlapping and looks a bit mishmash, because that's the whole idea. It's almost like a shaped snippet, if you like, or a cluster, or, you know, whatever you want to call it. Where did that love heart lace go? Because I'm thinking that would look good on there. So I'm just going to take a bit of that. We need some Jenga's collapsing. Bit of PVA on here, like that. That will take the edge of that lace. Stick that down. Oh, it will. Trust me, it will. There we go, on there. And then I just feel like we need a little central thing there. So, I don't think there's anything in my purple, but what have we got in here? Oh, look at that. There, just a little bit of jigsaw piece. Not quite purple, but it's not, you know, far from it. It's that sort of same colour palette. There we go. And that is one of them. Now, do you remember, if you were even here last time, that I said to you that I knew I had some French magazine? Well, look what I found. This beautiful vintage sewing magazine. Look at it. It's so old and poor and weak. Now this is, oh, it doesn't, the price, the date was obviously there. Oh, there's Daddy and Boo come back. They've been for their walk. Hello, my darling girls, you had a lovely time. She always comes to me to take her collar off when they come in, so I'll just quickly do that. There you go, baby girl. All right, was it lovely? Did you have a good time? You go and have a drink, and I'll find you a treat in a minute. Right, sorry. Now, oh, I believe I said it was something like 1926. So, oh, there must be a date on one of them. Oh, there you go, 1923. And it's even got the original embroidery pattern. I bet Corrine would love to see that. And look at that, that's a CX, isn't it? There's a monogram there. And is that an RJ? I didn't even notice when I was doing Journal of Stitchery that this had monogram on it. Anyway, so yeah, so it would be nice to use some of this through the magazine as well. We're obviously not going to be able to use it as pages because it is so delicate, but we can definitely stick it onto pages so it can be admired. Yep. And the other thing that I did was I took one of the pages out of the book and I just did a neutral fabric, and I thought I could do some slow stitching through that as well. But we're working on the back of this. I'm sorry, I just remembered my baby girl's like totally exhausted now. Daddy walks quite a long way. So then on this side, because it's very jazzy on the other side, right, I mean, look at that. It's just amazing, isn't it? I've got quite a few of them. Right. I thought on here, we just try and get one of these ladies. So, I was going to find a pair of scissors. I need a pair of scissors for this. I don't want to tear it because I'm going to end up tearing the wrong way. I know I am. So we'll tear that like that, and then this lovely lady is going to fit on there, isn't she? Basically. So if we do a, or actually, do you know what? Because she's facing the other way, I'm going to put her on this one, and I'll find something else for the back of that one. So if we just do a wide fussy cut, like that, we can see, and look, okay, I'm going to have to chop her feet off, but she basically fits on there perfectly. Like that. And we'll put some lace or something around that to make sure that that fits well. So there you go. There's the front and there's the back. That's how they will look, because I'll put a different facing one of this on the back there, and I'll put more of this type stuff on this one, and then they will be our page hangers, edges, whatever you want to call them. So as always, huge thank you for joining me. Stay safe. I'll be back very soon. Ta-ta.